To guarantee technological progress or to recognize the need to discontinue certain electronic components within the production process, we have to regularly review and update our electronic systems. This is also why the FCB300 measurement unit was replaced by the FCB400 system. To provide our customers with a simple and uncomplicated way of using these new systems, an upgrade kit has been developed that allows the new electronics to be used with the existing sensors of the FCB300 systems. As the existing sensors can still be used, customers benefit from being able to use the new technology without having to adjust the associated processors or equipment. In the following tutorial, we will show you how to mount the new electronics on the sensors of the FCB300 systems using the Retrofit kit. All of the required components from the Retrofit kit are described and numbered in the mechanical retrofit instructions. All of the components are labeled in accordance with the mechanical retrofit instructions. The mechanical retrofit for the transmitter head requires an open-end wrench or a ring wrench with a width across flats of 8 mm, a crosshead screwdriver, a small flat-bladed screwdriver and a 4 mm Allen key. Before starting work, disconnect the equipment from the power supply, observing the 5 safety rules in accordance with DIN VDE 0105. Dismantle the old transmitter unit and the old cabling for the sensor unit. Unscrew the housing for the old transmitter. Now you can remove the old electronics. Disconnect the sensor cable from the electronics module and loosen the 2 screws for the electronics using a crosshead screwdriver. Carefully pull the electronics out of the housing, ensuring that the sensor cable is not damaged. You can now remove the old terminal box. To do this, loosen the 4 hexagon socket screws using a 3 mm Allen key. Carefully remove the housing. It is essential to ensure that the cable connection is not damaged when you pull it out, because the connector can crack in the housing bushing. The process of dismantling the old measuring electronics is now complete, and the new electronics can be mounted on the sensor. The new sensor head must first be prepared for mounting. If you have purchased an optional plug-in module, insert the module into the slot provided, ensuring that it clicks into place. For example, modules for current output, Profibus and pulse output are available. For a complete list of available modules, refer to the current operating instructions. The plug-in module snaps into 2 side clamps. If the module has to be dismantled in the future, carefully push the 2 clamps outward and pull out the plug-in module. You can now mount the front-end board. Connect the front-end board to the earthing terminal at the earthing screw provided in the housing. To do this, loosen the earthing terminal, insert the cable lug under the screw and tighten the screw. You can then mount the front-end board. The front-end board clicks into the locking mechanism of the housing. Insert the memory module with the sensor data into the slot on the front-end board. The memory module is configured to the reference values of the sensor at the factory using the original order data. Now route the sensor cable through the housing bushing in the sensor head. Perform this task extremely carefully, ensuring that the cable is not damaged or crushed. Then position the sensor head onto the sensor and screw the sensor head in place using the 4 hexagon head screws. To do this, use an 8mm open-end wrench or a ring wrench. Now insert the connector for the sensor cable into the contact strip on the housing of the front end board. When attaching the connector, ensure that none of the connection pins on the connector strip are bent against the PCB. Now you can attach the display to the contact strip on the connector board. The contact strip is located in the rear part of the sensor head to the right next to the front end board. Now position the display on the bolts in the sensor head and secure the display in place by rotating in a clockwise direction until the display clicks into place. The display features several holes that enable the display to be inserted correctly in all possible mounting positions. The final task is the electrical connection. To do this, route the connection cable through the PG gland, connect the earthing to the designated terminal, the 28-volt power supply to the left-hand terminal 1 and the neutral wire to the right-hand terminal 2 and attach the cover. You can now screw the front and rear covers to the housing.